melting than is being added. It looks to your eye like it's retreating. There's more ice that you added than is melting. There's to your eye like it's advancing, like it's actually getting bigger. If the rate of melting and the rate of accumulation is about the same, then the glacier is considered to be stable and is in the same spot. Remember, the ice is always moving, but the total sum of the ice is in the same spot. So in Glacier Bay National Park, we have all three kinds of glaciers in that particular.
Looks like there's fresh snow on this mountain. I don't know if it's clear enough to see it. It looks like it might be snowing right now.
So I mentioned that I was only going to bother you twice today about coming outside. This is the second time.
Into the bay, the inlet, further than he normally does, and we saw Marjorie Glacier, and we saw John Hopkins Inlet, and where we saw part of the glacier. We are now coming out of the inlet, and we're headed towards the main part of Glacier Bay again. Ah, way over there. Nice spell. The weather forecast today was rainy, 50 degrees. Not too bad. And that's 10 degrees Celsius. Arrived at Glacier Bay about 11 o'clock, 11:30, and we'll be leaving Glacier Bay about 4 o'clock, heading towards Gateway.
Did I get enough of it? Okay, here we are. Here's Cheryl sitting here taking notes and finding what I do. Dance for us, Carol.
Huh?
Dance for us.
I can do what you said.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Anyways, it's nice sitting here off the back of our dune, at the back of the ship. It's smaller. It's really, really good.
And as we get further and further from the glaciers, you will see bigger and bigger plants. The process of plant succession happening right before your eyes.
Let's get dressed for a semi-formal dinner tonight. So we're about ready to do that. We just finished viewing the Glacier Bay area. Look at this program. Car builder. Getting ready for dinner tonight. Wayne's waiting to get out to Skagway. He's kind of bored. Way. And it's supposed to be a half a mile to Skagway from the ship. And it really doesn't seem like a half a mile. It seems less than that. It's not a bad walk at all. We need the exercise. They feed us 3 times a day, all we can eat. We have to exercise continually to get this weight off, or potential weight. They do have a scale in the ship, and we can weigh ourselves to see how much weight we've gained or lost. Guess what? We haven't lost a pound. This plaza, and Wayne's going with these guys. They're going mining. Here's kind of a view of some of the things in town. View of these guys. Wayne's just hanging out with them. Yeah. You're a helicopter. Oh, they got all sorts of different things here. Depot and that museum over here. That looks kind of interesting. It's not yet, so at least it's not raining. Seeing little.
Skagway. That's a Holland American ship. And there's the Sun Princess from the front.
Here we are in Skagway Harbor, I suppose it's called. And we're parked here along with Holland America.
What is
And
EF
I believe another Holland America.
finished? EF 009697
I don't know what it means.
up in the top corner.
Yeah, I know.
Does that mean it's over?
Could be a new film. Well,
Okay,
There's
folks,
the
let me
ship.
point out some of the things you can see. Decide to go by road, 359 miles. You have to go all the way up into the Yukon Territory and drop back down to Hays. You can see your ship in port. At most, we can hold 4 large ships, a small one in port, and the ferry all at the same time. So today's not as busy a day as it has been in the past, but these are all pretty good-sized ships. The large brown building next to your ship is called the Ore House. So they used to bring a lead zinc mix, no longer comes down, so that building has remained empty for about 4 years. But we still affectionately call it the best little ore house in Alaska. Straight across, all the way up and over the top was the White Tent. If folks were able to do that, they could go north on the Yukon River, because that's the direction that it flows. It's about 500 miles.
going back to ship after touring Skagway. Yep, kind of getting a little rough out there. Big ship.
Okay, here's a picture of our room on the Sun Princess. It'd be that one with the big windows, the third one up there. I don't know. It'd be that one right there is ours. How big this little floating hotel is. Comes an old narrow gauge railroad that goes up the White Path.
Standing off the deck of our deck, our balcony rather, from the Princess, and we're watching the Norwegian wind. I believe that's Holland America. go out of the harbor at Skagway. He's going to help. This little tugboat that is going to move this giant ship. See now, this is it. They're leaving dock, as you can see. Yep. My father's birthday.
We were neighbors.
September 16th. And happy birthday, Dad. There we go. That's Skagway. We toured the town of Skagway today. Went to little shops down there and took a little tour bus. Now we're going out to eat dinner at the main dining room. They left some more goodies for us. Nanto's flower is beautiful. Going to show up at all tonight, but we're moving from Skagway when we're on our way to Juneau, and I thought it'd be nice to just kind of videotape the happening. It doesn't take very long. It's about 8 o'clock right now. It's a nice, calm evening. Not too cold. It certainly is not raining. In Skagway today, the battery's out. You know, I guess that's it. The lady here allowed to be telling us something I can't understand. So fast. I ordered this about, it seems like 10 minutes ago, and they just sent it up so fast. Into Juneau. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and the ferry boat has run to the front, and I guess the ferry boat is pulling us into harbor. It is a big city. Okay, right against the hill. There's no way to get into this place but through boat or by plane, I believe. This is a scene of the tugboat that's been, I think, pulling the boat into the harbor. Here we are in Juneau, and I ordered room service. We're having a cup of coffee while we're looking at coming into Juneau. Kind of exciting.